Now, I know a lot of technicians are not going to like me saying this stuff, but this is the reality. Whatever you're trying to tell me, the reality is exactly as I'm telling you. Oh, didn't break then. Oh! All right, so when we're talking about iPhones with their back glass broken, two ways that it can be done, and I'm gonna tell you pros and cons to each way, all right? So this, as you can see here, this is an iPhone 12 Pro Max with the back glass shattered, completely shattered. As you can see, there's a hole here, and this thing is just flopping around. What is this? This piece here is your wireless charging coil, and you can see how thin this wire is right here. That's if you can see it. Now, this hole is here so that this wire can be exposed through the glass, okay? And the magnets that go around, the neodymium magnets that go around, can hold your MagSafe charger to the back of your iPhone, and it can stay secure to the phone, and you can have your wireless charging. The issue with changing just the back glass, the first issue, you might imagine how easy it would be for the technician to easily have a piece of glass slip under here. Small piece. It's not going to be this big, but it's going to be a tiny, teeny little piece. And that teeny tiny little piece of glass is likely to puncture your battery. And your battery sits just behind that hole. If that happens, you can very easily have an explosion. Your battery sits right here, and as you can see, basically is most of that hole is your battery. Now the other bit here is going to be your logic board. That can be a problem. The glass can get in there and it can easily puncture, and we have seen it time and time again where the glass will puncture the battery. And that battery, now you've got a fire hazard. Imagine your son or daughter have this phone in their bed, or yourself sleeping, it's charging, that back glass has been floating around in there all day, and it's gotten to a position where it's punctured the battery, and then now any little type of flexing here just pushes it more and more into the battery until a fire starts and your house burns down, and you can picture the rest. Now, I haven't seen any reports of houses burning down in the last while regarding this, but we have seen back glass repairs only coming in from other places, and they have got burn marks in the glass, and inside parts are destroyed, and it was nearly a bigger event. Here's another iPhone. You can see here's where another set of magnets go. Okay, here's that wireless charging coil. This is another hole that's exposed where glass can go in. Glass can go in here, glass can go in here. Glass could, but it's unlikely to go in here, and glass can surely go in here. And if it goes in here, it's probably going to break your charge port and send your phone into a boot loop, because there's sensors down here on the charge flex that the phone checks in with regularly, and if it doesn't get the check-in from those sensors down here, it goes into a boot loop, and then the phone will start to loop every 3 minutes. There's many reasons that your phone could go into a boot loop, but this is one of them. So it's not only to bring your phone completely back to looking brand new, right? Except for your screen. If you have a screen protector on your phone, and you've kept the screen protector on your phone from the beginning, and you come to us for a back glass replacement, what we do is replace your whole housing. Well, you've now brought your phone right back to looking brand new. And that's fantastic. You know, at that point in time, maybe you've got a couple chips in your screen protector. You'd want to replace your screen guard at that point in time, maybe get a new case, and wow, you know, suddenly you're thinking you don't need the new iPhone 21 Jump Street. You're happy with your iPhone 14, 15, 12, 11 even is working still great for many, many people. And I think if we look up the stats, the iPhone 11 still happens to be the most widely used iPhone at this time. This is the way to do it. Not only are you getting an original Apple housing with original Apple glass, you're getting all this replaced, new buttons that click nice again, right? The whole exterior looking totally fresh, but you're also saving the headache of later other parts failing because of heat that was applied and the wrenching that goes on to get this back glass off, because Apple uses what's called a permanent adhesive. You can see this one had back glass replaced already, and this is some shoddy glue that was used to hold the back glass on. Now, I know a lot of technicians are not going to like me saying this stuff, but this is the reality. Whatever you're trying to tell me, the reality is exactly as I'm telling you. This phone is not going to be sealed the same way as it was coming from Apple. Therefore, your water resistance has gone down. You no longer have a phone that's water resistant, and you might leave the shop after getting your back glass replaced, and you might think, wow, my phone is water resistant again. No, not necessarily. And most probably not, because Apple has a method for sealing this that, I'm sorry, repair shops, we just don't have. So, you don't want to get just your iPhone glass replaced. Here's another thing. In order for the repair shop to get this glass, okay, to fit on the back, this hole and this hole have to be bigger than they were originally, because it has to fit over this. Okay, let me show you what I mean. This glass actually goes underneath this camera bracket. This new replacement aftermarket glass fits over that. Okay, and I don't want to press it down there because it's going to get maybe stuck, but it fits over that. Again, you're not going to have the proper seal anymore. Okay, and underneath this here, there's some rubber gaskets. And look, this one that came in that had the housing replaced before somewhere doesn't even have the rubber gaskets there. So again, this is a subpar repair, and you really aren't looking to have this type of repair done if you're really looking to have a quality repair done. I'm sorry, repair techs that only do back glass. Now let's get on to the quality of the glass. So here we are, we've got the glass, this replacement back glass. Now just listen to this. Hopefully you can hear this. You hear that? Now, guys who are in the trade are gonna understand that glass is cheap. That glass is not tempered good. I mean, look, let's just, oh, it didn't break then. Oh, look, that's what you want. That's what you're paying for. So yeah, it might be a little bit more expensive to get your whole housing changed. But did you see that? I mean, look at this is a hand. I'm literally like one hand length above the floor here, and I hardly tossed that to the floor and it shattered into pieces. If that's really what you want for a repair, you're gonna pay for what you're gonna get. So, we have a local competitor that charges $150 for this back glass to be replaced, and we're charging $250 for an entire housing to be replaced. Now, our price is more, but guess what? Our cost is more. Our profit margin is less, but we're giving you a solid repair. Now, we could do this. We could replace this and make more profits, but we're actually interested in bringing you a quality repair, not this. This is not what you expect to be paying for, and you'd be upset if you did pay for that. So you got to be careful where you're going. You want to go to a place that's going to be using an original Apple housing to replace your back glass, and not only restoring the entire sides and back of your phone to brand new, but also giving you a quality repair. One that's gonna be water resistant. One that's not gonna have the risk of glass slipping under any of these holes that are in the back of the phone. One that's going to ensure that you have all of these magnets here. Now, a lot of shops who do the back glass will save these magnets if they can, or they will replace these magnets when they have them in stock. A lot of places, if you're doing the back glass like this, they're not even gonna worry if some, most, or even all of these magnets are missing. We've seen it time and time again. If you want a quality repair, make sure you're choosing the place that's gonna do quality repairs. And I hope this video has given you some insight into what goes on when you replace the glass on your phone and how it should be done right and done with care and quality and integrity.